Tim Albright with AVNation with the Road to ISE. Integrated Systems Europe happens the 3rd through the 6th of February from beautiful Barcelona. And with me to talk about the AIMS Alliance and their stand is my buddy, Mr. Andrew Starks. How are you, sir?
Right on. Your buddy.
So here's the thing about AIMS.
Yeah. Okay, here it comes.
No, it's not. It's not here it comes. See, this is a different one already. I have given you guys a hard time for years. And it's not because I don't think it's a viable application. I don't think it's a viable technology. It's none of that. I want you guys to succeed, but I have seen this movie, right? And you and I have talked about this. And so this time around,
after all this time, Tim, you should be able to ask the question straight up, clean, and then get your answer.
Hall 5, K as in kangaroo, 880. Hall 5, K 880 is your stand number. Andrew, will we have interoperable? Will we have testing? Will we have showing folks what AIMS is all about?
Tim, I have some great news for you. I was gonna say no, but I'm gonna tell you straight up.
I appreciate that.
All of those things are gonna be at ISE this year.
Excellent.
So yeah, as you know, I mean, we've been through this before, right? We've talked about it. But in fact, I just did it talking to somebody today about it. Like, they were saying, like, asking me, what's the difference between, like the open standards thing. The biggest thing is that it's slow. It takes a long time to make multiple vendors talk to each other, But we've got this year, actually this month, coming up this week, this next week here, we've got our first IPMX certification event happening. And so that means that we've got a real test plan, an independent third party doing the testing for us. We've got a testing procedure. All the documents have been done, written in place. They've been ratified over and over again. That testing event's happening, again next week, and then we've got another week, and then we're at ISE. So ISE will be the first event where AIMS will be at it with certified IPMX products.
And why is that? I mean, I can sit here and pontificate why that's a big deal. Why is that a big deal to you guys?
Well, it's the culmination of like 6 years of hard labor. We've been, before even IPMX, we were trying to bring SMPTE 2110 into the Pro AV world. And, frankly, we got an earful about the things we needed to do. And so there were a lot of technical challenges and things that we worked out, USB support, HTTP, all those kinds of things. Also, PTP timing, all those things we heard over and over again. So there's the technical side of things, but then there's the, like, I want to say political, but it's it's the governments, the infrastructure, the bureaucracy that, bureaucracy usually we think of as a negative thing, but, having rules in place that people can follow and they know that if they do thus and so, they'll have a product, it takes a lot of work, and a lot of getting people to come along and agree to it. So we're like, we couldn't be more excited. It just feels like a grind that's now finally to a great point.
And here's the thing, and as much guff as I've given you guys over the years, I am excited about it. I'm excited to see it. And you guys should take a breath here, right? Seriously, it's one of the things in just goal setting in general, and not that this is a self-help podcast. This is a journey, right? There is no end to this road, but it is a milestone that you guys should do, and you should take, and you should enjoy it, and show off what you've got in Hall 5. Absolutely.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's kind of like breathing in and breathing out, or like the thrill of the hunt and then the festival after, those kinds of metaphors I think totally apply. And you're absolutely right. I have to say, looking back on these 5 years, I've never had more fun in my life.
Good.
Like, it is so awesome to be with some of the smartest people in our industry that make the actual stuff work, right? And hearing them go back and forth and learning about different issues from customers and everything, it is like easily the capstone of my career right now. And I hope there are other ones, but I've been blessed by Matnica that's let me be involved in this, and also being a part of AIMS and all of the fine people that work in there. And that's kind of my subtle way of saying to your listeners and your viewers, join us, because it's not only fun, but it's helped our company Manica build great products. It's helped, it helps the industry, and it makes the industry larger and more profitable, more successful. So it is one of those longer term investment kind of things, but it's not a huge investment, and you get a lot of insight from it. Anyway, I'll give you your podcast back.
No, you're fine. All right. If you want to if you're going to ISE and you want to go see Andrew and see Ames and see the interoperability, Hall 5 K880. Hall 5 K880, but Andrew, not everyone's going. So if they're not going and they want to follow along with everything that Ames is talking about, how do they do that?
Well, AmesAlliance.org, but also IPMX.io, and we've got the documents that they're coming online, and I've actually got them all done and ready to go. If one of your viewers, wanted to get a hold of me, I'd be able to share it with them. But we'll have those online here very shortly. In the public space, and reach out to us at Ames, and we would love to connect.
All right, Andrew Starks from Ames Alliance. You'll find him in Hall 5. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, where you can follow along as we also head to Barcelona for ISE 2026, the 3rd through the 6th of February. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.